of family, and love of community. Never treat your audience as a customer, always as partners. James Stewart. So not only being a famous actor, but also obtaining the rank of Major General in the Air Force, James Stewart is a man to look up to. Going from making major motion pictures to flying in a bomber over Germany and later over Vietnam, James Stewart shows that one man can do more than he thought. James Stewart not only rose through the ranks of Hollywood's A-list, but he also rose through the ranks of the Air Force. So James Stewart became very famous through the movies he made pre-World War II. Movies such as Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and The Philadelphia Story. Once World War II started, Mr. Stewart enlisted in the United States Army Air Corps, and during that period he made only one movie. It was really an enlistment video called Winning Your Wings, which resulted in 150,000 young men enlisting, which exceeding the goal, which was 100,000 young men. Then, after World War II, James Stewart made the movie he is probably most well known for, It's a Wonderful Life, where he played the famous character George Bailey. The role of George Bailey helped Stewart with his PTSD he got from World War II. One of his co-stars, Lionel Barrymore, said to him, "So are you saying it's more worthwhile to drop bombs on people rather than entertain them?" And that was a turning point for Mr. Stewart, in which he realized the value of the gift he had in entertaining. A few other notable movies from his repertoire include Winchester 73, Broken Arrow, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, The Glenn Miller Story, and Strategic Air Command. Throughout his film career, he had a lot of famous co-stars, including John Wayne, Katharine Hepburn, and Cary Grant. So leaving his movie star role after the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor and threw the Americans into World War II, Mr. Stewart decided to enlist in the United States Army Air Corps because he already had his pilot's license. Even though he wanted to enlist, they rejected him 2 times because he was underweight. But with the help of MGM's trainer, Don Loomis, he was accepted. And once he was accepted, he became a pilot and was awarded the rank of second lieutenant. The military tried to keep Mr. Stewart stateside, but he persisted, and they finally relented. James Stewart flew 20 combat missions, and by the end of the war, he obtained the rank of colonel, full colonel. In 1959, he was promoted to brigadier general, and is the highest-ranking actor in military history. James Stewart flew his last mission as a non-duty observer in the Vietnam War. On May 23, 1985, then President Ronald Reagan awarded James Stewart the rank of Major General and gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Family was also important to James Stewart. Marrying later in life at the age of 41, he married Gloria Hattrick McLean in 1949 and stayed with her until her death in 1994. Unlike typical Hollywood marriages, his Presbyterian roots, an example set by his parents, supported his philosophy of marriage. Together they had 4 children, Michael, Ronald, Judy, and Kelly. Service to the country was part of the Stewart family. Both his grandfather and father served, as well as his son. His son Ronald, following in his footsteps, ultimately paid the ultimate sacrifice for his country in Vietnam in 1969. Even though he was a prominent Hollywood actor, he was able to keep his career separate from his family. So James Stewart gave up a life of fame and luxury in Hollywood to enlist in the Air Force and paved the way for other celebrities to join the military. Other movie stars from the greatest generation, such as Henry Fonda, Paul Newman, Charles Bronson, and Clark Gable, to name a few. Because of his sacrifice, he was rewarded with a high rank and the ability to go back into movies after the war. Mr. Stewart didn't let the fact that he was underweight stop him from doing his part in the war effort. He was determined to become an airman. Mr. Stewart's determination throughout his life helped him become a famous movie star and helped him become the only celebrity to achieve the rank of Major General.